Welcome back, crawlers, to another episode of the Minecraft circuit board. And today, guys, we are going to be talking about monostable circuits. Cue the intro! Alright guys, to give you a quick explanation of what a monostable circuit is, basically it's a circuit which is stable in one output state and unstable in the other. Basically what that means is that our torch here, as it is off, that's stable. When we hit this button, it's going to give it a limited pulse, which is going to be it's going to turn off, or sorry, it's going to turn on very quickly and then revert back. That's your standard monostable. Many pulse circuits are monostables because their off state is stable, but their on state will quickly revert back to off. So just because it does that, like on a lot of circuits, some of these circuits do that, like especially in the T flip-flops. Even though they're T flip-flops, they are also monostables. You'll find monostables in a lot of different circuits. Okay, guys, so what's so great about monostables? Well, basically, it allows you to do this little trick right here with pistons. When you click the button, and I have it set to 4. That's the wrong one. Set to 3. You click it, and it will leave the block. This is common for some for some T flip-flops, but as I find it also be very useful in a lot of other complex builds as well. So it's a really nice thing to have. Okay, so here's one of your basic designs. Now, if you guys notice, this is set to 3. Most monostable circuits usually have 2 states that are common, and there's usually a repeater that's involved. And the third state here, or the first state with the repeater set to 3, is half a tick pulse. And what that does is that makes the piston actually shoot up and leave the block. So it can't update that block up there fast enough, and it brings it back down like that. When you turn it to 4, it just becomes a pulse, like so. I'm actually gonna turn that back on. And so these two are very common. You'll rarely find monostables using any others, but you know, like I said, common. Here's another design. I basically just wired it the opposite way. Same thing. Uses the same repeater. It's on the 3rd tick right now. Here's a design that I was messing around with. But the problem is it lands on the falling edge. Falling edge is basically the back end of a pulse. So when the pulse gets turned off, as it's getting turned off, that's when the pulse will be recognized. So notice here, as it's coming down, I was able to invert it. I was able to change it around a bit, and this is what I got. I am 100% sure people have already made these, but again, it is a monostable. Basically, what's happening is this is powering this piston, which is pushing this block down, which cuts the power within that small second. Basically, that split second, it cuts it off. So. Now here's another one. Oh, I also want to make a point, guys, right here. With this design, this falling edge detector, one, you can use a repeater or redstone. However, on this one, I don't know why, but it doesn't want to work with redstone. For the life of me, I can't figure it out. It has to have a repeater there, which is very odd. Because it doesn't change the timing. That just throws me off a little bit. Then we got this one, which is probably going to be like the most popular design. It's really compact, and I haven't even tried it yet, but I don't think this can be redstone. Let's see. Nope. That can't be redstone either. I thought so. Alright, so basically, bam, see, does the same thing, leaves the block. It's nice, monostable. I think it doesn't matter what your delay is here. That will still do it. You're just delaying the amount of time before it reaches this piston to cut the power. So that won't make a difference. But if you do increase this one, it should make the pulse of that one longer. So if that's something you guys are interested in, right there, that's the repeater you want to mess with. What's another thing that's great about this design, guys, it's completely tileable. Yes, very awesome design here. I love this. Basically, you can use it as a, not an RS no latch array, but definitely a button array with separate outputs if you use these properly. You can see, and you can click them all, and there you go. You can see that they don't conflict. Yeah, it's very nice. I really like this. If you turn these pistons outward, then you can create an output much easier. Alright guys, that is it for the monostable circuits. As you can see here, I've got a lineup here already, so I've got some stuff going on. Alright guys, don't forget that there is a download in the description. Go ahead and download for all the latest greatest. And I will try to upload it more often than the videos if I can, because I am updating them a little bit more than my videos. Like this. But anyways, as always guys, keep crawling and peace out.